Hello. Hi again for another Monster Hunter stream. Uh since it's been a while, um I figured I should just show this. But I in fact have got a peony sparkler jelly in my time of just goofing around. And yeah, I was thinking I would do a little bit of monster hunting again. I'm not saying I'm doing this just because I have a new controller, but I did get a new controller because yesterday I had. I counted that I have about 1,000 hours on that thing, the previous one. This is slightly. The previous one was just a basic Xbox controller. I don't. No, it doesn't even. The item description online doesn't give context to which one it is. I want to take out the box to actually see like which one it is. But this one is supposedly the Series X, whatever. I'm not an Xbox player, so I don't know. But supposedly this is like slightly newer. And honestly, it looks about the same. The D-pad is in fact a little different. The surface is a little more, well, it's a little different. And it's always funny when I like. But this is something that happens. This honestly is something that just happens. This is not just why is Tedman just so flabbergasted. That's because I made him like that. Not this in, anyways. But yeah. It's always funny getting like a switching a controller because that's how you. It really brings out. Oh. Yeah, it's not difficulty 9. I need to hunt. Oh, that's a difficulty 9 though. But it's a Misutsune. Sorry. Some things just. Some things never change. One of them is my absolute quest for the foxtail, which by the way is a real thing, but not an actual, but with different stuff. But yeah, it's funny. Getting a new controller or picking up a different one anyways, because I did not notice how much wear and tear is on that thing.
Commencing the quest. Are you ready?
Like, I completely understand why it has so much of it, because once again, we're talking about like 1,000 hours that I used that for. The problem started about 6 months ago. I mean, it could be that, well, the thing is, I've dropped the controller a couple times, cats have dropped the controller a couple times. Okay, maybe, I think the cats have only dropped it once, because once, after the first time, I was like, oh, no, do not let that happen. Also, I should not, if I say the name of the creature once more, he's gonna come by, and I should avoid that, because, so I've been home for about 3 hours now? Less than 3 hours. About 3 hours. I was out and about for like a solid 5, and well, that's not that much. It was still, I was on the move, I was on the walk, I went shopping for the controller. It was raining, it was poor weather, it was cold. I've been just chilling at home, and I also had to like wait for the shader update to go through, because that's the thing, and also had to upgrade. Actually had to upgrade this controller because. So, this is the thing. I know that this is a newer version of the controller because it actually had a fucking update that I could install. It actually let me do that. The other one always said, oh no, this is up to date. Even when it says that like, it was having so many problems. It would kept disconnecting. It would just kept, I mean, though I think the disconnection thing was a lot with the cord. Like, I don't know what the fuck Microsoft is thinking. Well, I mean, I don't think they focus on gaming to begin with. To be perfectly honest, I think most, like, buying products from a, I mean, okay, Xbox, naturally, big gaming thingy, so I'm guessing that they have some level of, I don't know, I have just never been a big fan of, like, Xbox, but the controller just feels so nice. I have to say that comparing this to a PlayStation controller. Also, this was 40 euros cheaper. Okay, not 40. about 20, 30, depending where you buy it. But I literally went with the cheapest one. Is white. Is pasty white. Not pasty white, it's actually robo white, I think is the actual name of it. Yeah, it's very white, and it feels kind of plain, but also kind of clean. Which once again brings up the question of, like, is white a cheap color, or is it a rich color? Well, not maybe a rich color, I don't think that's it. Because originally, I have done enough research on the matter, so I have some degree enough knowledge to know what I'm talking about. White as a like a technology, like, I'm talking in products, you know, like white paint, not as in anything else, because I understand the current climate for, you know, race-related things is a little, let's just say, hectic. I think it has been for a few years, because for some reason people can't fucking live in peace, because apparently it's too much of a fucking request to, you know, respect another person's right to live. But then again, that boils down to a lot of the problem of, you know, many people just simply, for some reason, thinking that, you know, some people are not people. Which honestly is such a dumb thing to, you know, think, but, well, I'm not educated enough on that to, you know, have a proper dialogue about it, I think. I feel like what I'm saying is like such simple, logical thing. And to me, it sounds insane that some people have a problem with it. But anyways, what I was saying, what actually does make a little bit of sense, maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. Yeah, so white as the color for, like, technological items. And like, for example, computers. Apparently the first computers that were, you know, sold for a consumer use, as in for, you know, like, household use, I think is what I'm more appropriate term. They were gray, black, and like that, because darker colors were considered more classic. And white always had the concept of being like low quality. It's not painted. It's not, you know, well, actually, I don't know what exactly the thing was, but I think it's something to do with the fact of the material of the time. Like, you would want things that things that have a, you know, some kind of coloring scheme, because it's like, you know, you have plastic items, you know, they start off unpainted when they're white, so it was considered a cheap color. Oh fuck, actually, I kind of want that. I have torch pots though, but then again, this is a really good, yeah, just sharp claw fragments. I do need this. But yeah, like, so original computers and like that, where the monitors and like that, the casings and such, were primarily like gray, black, and I haven't seen enough of the old, you know, Commodore 60. Is it Commodore 64? Whatever the fuck the first one was. Eye contact with what? That doesn't matter. Wait, fuck. Oh no, they already left. Wow, what a start. They open up with a tail slam. That could kill you. It probably could kill me even, and I have like a really good gear against Mizutsune for some reason. It's like I would hunt alone. But yeah, so it was only when you know, Apple launched with the absolute weirdo Steve Jobs, you know, started making their computers with the Mac and the such. What is that attack? Wait, I don't remember seeing that. There's also a new event quest that I should do. There might also be the arena competition still going on. I've done it once. I got B rank. I was quite happy with it. But I don't mind doing it again. Oh fuck. If opportunity arises. Well, that sucks. But then again, that's kind of on me for... Isn't that? I should have waited for it to jump first. Ah, fuck. Oh. Get the fuck away from that. That actually can hit me, even if it doesn't look like it can, but it absolutely can. A single bubble is gonna be able to kill me here. One of the exploding ones. Or that one. But yeah, so when Apple launched the Macintosh, they started selling their products were a primarily white color, or like white paint. And it was only then, from there, that because they were like, at the time, they've always been a brand, item, where, people will, it's considered a fancy luxury product. Luxury product, that's what it is. Oh fuck, I just got bodied. And, since he had that reputation... Actually, I could do one. This one. When they started to become more popular, the color white all of a sudden was associated with a, white became like a high quality, or it became like a luxury color for, computers and like that. And that's how, every single Windows, original Windows 95 or, XP even, computer that I've seen has always been dominantly white. I'm kind of seeing just how this conversation, could very easily take. Oh, holy shit. Oh, it's my two favorite monsters. Well, don't mind if I do. Holy shit!
Supply items from the guild.
But yeah, so the, ever since, like, Apple's launch, there's been, like, a shift in the way products are, like, colored. The way products are, perceived by the public, and, I've never found, like, white to be particularly appealing color in a, technology. Oh, come on, monkeys! Not the timing for that right now. Also, my meal effects ran out. Fuck. It's so slow. Okay, I should really not die to this, especially when it's exhausted. And this one he's slow. Somehow it's just like, to me it's like a bit of a boring color. That's the second one, right? Nope, only one. I think it's tired yet. I think that has the second one. Nah, not off yet, but honestly, what I need is more health. A single bite is actually... Oh no. A single bite is enough to, demolish me here. So I need to be a little careful. Oh, that was close. I did not know it was doing that one. This might cut it off. Okay, he's dying, he's dying. Should be leaving now, right? Yeah, he's leaving. I can get the tail. I know I can get the tail. I know where it's going as well. I know where you live. That's a very normal thing to say. I should maybe make a meal. Oh, it's so nice that I now stop when I stop. Like, so if I didn't make it painfully obvious as to what was wrong with my other controller, it was the fact that the left stick did not go into resting mode when I released it. And this would result in scenarios like yesterday. In Elden Ring, I would run by like an elevator shaft, which is something I do normally. I hang around shafts a lot. I was, admiring it. And then I tried to stop by, releasing the stick. While I was slowly, gently trying to move it back as well. I do actually, I do instinctively do that because I, did struggle with this thing for, months before I finally got around to buying a new controller. Which honestly was a lot, was a lot cheaper than, I assumed. Because one of the reasons why I, the one that I got, the white one, was like 50, slightly below 60 euros, I think. And the one that I had previously, the pink one, which was, I think, an older model anyways, was 75. Actually, if I remember, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that, the pricing thingy. Because this actually is tied to, this also is tied to the retailer stuff. But first I'll finish off about the whole white controller thing. It's because yeah, so I've never found the white to be that appealing of a color scheme. Unless it's done really well. I like Stormtroopers. No, as in, I support the Imperium or the Empire. But more like in a sense of, I can understand that it's kind of cool. And also I like the clone troopers and like that. And, I think in that stuff, white really works because it's supposed to be sort of neutral. Also, I'm about to get my ass handed to me again in this fucking nest. Every time I fight a Mizutsune, a Temper Mizutsune, it always boils down to me having a pretty good run until I make it all the way here. Because then, it gets fucking painful. But yeah, as I was saying, white is not something that I particularly like for, especially technological. Oh, I got the tail, thank god. But, for my things, it's a little boring, especially by itself. And because this controller literally has, it's... Well, actually, I will say that it's not bad. It has a certain level of style to it. I don't know why the triggers are also white and not black. Because it would just seem more natural for me if they were like that, because the previous controller was colored that way. All the buttons are, black or the whatever theme color it is. And then the, the shell of it is white. So it's a little weird. I don't know why that is, but it's fine. But yeah, so this is not the color I would have personally preferred, which also probably ties in the fact that it's the cheapest one. But also, I really don't care that much. I would, pay extra, or much extra specifically, for a, shit. Yeah, why didn't that work earlier? Oh, bird. I need bird. I actually need, yeah, so, today, I don't really have anything else, but just, how much time do I have on these? 35... 50. Okay, so I can go for the Gipsaros first. The second Gipsaros, actually. I get 3 of my birds already done from... Yeah, good. Let's go here. What do I need for a Gypsaros? I think fire works, right? Thunder does not work. Thunder works only on... Only if you break the, Only if you break the part, right? I think. Fire works good, and I have a, switchblade. A switch axe. Jesus Christ.
Let's be on our way.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I find it rather fascinating how there's, like, the whole history of the, how, like, we still have the idea that, like, oh yeah, Apple products are high quality. I don't know how true that is. I've never used Apple products, and I've never had any interest in Apple products, and I don't think I ever even bought an Apple product. Well, iTunes is a service I use from Apple. And by God, it is... Oh, shit. It is absolutely the worst. And I mean the worst music app that I have ever had the displeasure of needing to use. And now you might ask, why do I use that? Because it's one of the only... well, okay, YouTube Music will work as well, but Google has this really unfortunate way of kind of being very vague about, do you actually get, like, what can you download, what can you not download? So once again, we're having the debate about, you know, ownership of the bulk goods. Digital goods are unfortunately never owned by you. But also, oh, I'm actually gonna die here, huh? And not anymore. Yeah, so iTunes is just... It's trash, honestly. Also, I lost my 12-year-old iTunes account. I think it was at the 12 years that I've been using. Actually, might be only like slightly over 10. Which, honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if that's an intentional thing, that when your account turns 10 years old, they just kind of... They either just lack the failsafe for an account that old, because nobody... Because why would anybody use an iTunes account for that long? But apparently this is something that happens a lot to people that do use them. Like what happened to my account was it just got disabled. Like I have purchases on it, literally from over 10 years ago. I don't have a subscription or anything like that, because I don't personally like streaming for other purposes than, you know, viewing content. Well, okay, I guess I should specify that I like to actually own the music I have, or the music I buy. Sorry, I'm not gonna copy this right now. I would otherwise, but violence. Okay, so since I like to own the music I have, please stop. I like that addition. The addition of that move was so good. Like, it was so good. I love the changes that they made to the weaponry in the last update. Yeah, let's just heal up a little bit. Kind of feels like a waste against these guys. I also don't want to die, so... But yeah, sorry, I'm really sidetracking a lot here. So I have only ever used iTunes out of Apple products, something like that. And the only reason I switched to that one was because, well, okay, the reason I initially started using iTunes was because you could only find Ninja's X Party albums from there. That was the only way you could get them, since some of their older albums, their first albums, they don't have those available physically. Well, they had them, but you would need to buy them on release. Like, they did not make a lot of them, and they, since I'm not American, and I also was, I think, about 4 years... Oh, I need to hunt things in here anyways. About 4 or 5 years late to the party. No pun intended, actually. I really did not think of that. But that, I'll absolutely roll with it. Oh, nice. I only have like 20 of those. I mean, I'm probably gonna need those eventually.
Nutrition levels?
Oh, actually, can I get the hunk of rock? I mean, chunk of rock. But yeah, so I had to initially create the account for a purpose of, you know, buying the Ninja Sex Party albums because I really wanted to listen to them. Especially at the time, I was a big fan, and I just, you know, which is funny because it took me, since they're a little, I don't know what's the appropriate term for it, but provocative maybe, extreme to some degree, not that kind of extreme, but like it's well, their humor is, you know, very dirty-minded. Or at least after the first ever song I heard from them was a Everybody Shut Up, I Have an Erection, which was like the most absurd song title and music video I had ever seen. So I was, you know, 16-year-old me was like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, this seems a little, you know, tasteless for my pure heart, whatever the fuck. But then when I actually, like... But I really like Game Grumps at the time. And, so I gave some of the other songs a shot. And, they were like... Some of them were like, a lot more milder, first of all. And the humor was, you know, a little different. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I killed the Ryan Beetle again. Oh, it's happening again. Oh, I can hear the cops coming already. That has nothing to do with that. Never mind, I'm not making that joke. But yeah, so it took me a while to like I don't know if I want to phrase it like this, but it took me a while to ease on to the humor of Ninja Sex Party. Once I did though, it was really funny. And like because what I really like about humor is subtlety. It's when it's not like on the nose, like abrasive, and well, that can be funny too, but you need to do it carefully. You need to do it so that, you know, you don't go over the top immediately, and you can't just immediately, you know, like simply being loud is not funny. You need to have a reason to be loud, and you need to have a reason to be just and if you are gonna be, you know, unreasonably loud, you need to have a reason for that as well. I personally like things that are, you know... Oh, fuck. Hit the fucking head! God damn it. It's fine. Stop! Oh my god. I can't get the head. God damn. Yeah, like, I would really like, Double Nintendos and Super Nintendos, and you know, that kind of humor. And that, like, I mean, a simple straight joke can be funny as well. Absolutely can be funny as well. But my favorite kind of one is the slightly clever, witty, and, you know, like, not always that obvious. So anyways, yeah, that's how I got into Ninja Sex Party, which was like, oh, I really want to get their albums, but they don't sell them, you know, physically anywhere. So I was like, well, they sell them on iTunes. And oh, boys. Hey, you just killed my fucking bird! Well, they're about to. I know they're faking, but I'm playing along, you know. It'll make them feel... It will make their last moments be a little happier. Knowing that, you know, they successfully fooled me. Oh shit, you're alive? Whoa! What a trick. I need more hot drink. Now, I don't need to kill this guy, but since they kind of got in my way, unfortunately, they're not leaving with all their fur intact. I think I'm actually done with that one. But yeah, so I got iTunes and I created an account and used my email, functional email that's still functional. And kept using it for years. Very convenient for... Buddy! Chill the fuck out! Pun intended. And then all of a sudden, a year ago, the fucking account became unavailable. I can't log into it. I can't restore it. Apple support just says like, oh, you have an unexpected error, or, you know, this account has been disabled. Literally, no reason for that. But I can't access it anymore. It's just gone. And this is once again why it's so good to actually, you know, when you buy digital content, it's always good to, you know, have it saved somewhere. I actually have a couple backups. Because you never fucking know when it's just gone. Also, I really just don't have the time for this. Like, I have bird hunting to do. Okay, I think they finally listened to me. Where is Bird? Bird is here. Okay, time to kill them in like 4 minutes. But yeah, so I personally, I don't have a particularly high opinion on Apple products, but God, this is such a fucking long tangent. I've been going on about it for 30 minutes. I just realized I'm completely off fucking off topic. But yeah, so the but the public consensus is that, you know, Apple products are high quality, and they're specifically, you know, people are very eager to pay high prices for their, you know, luxury goods for some reason. And this has been something that's been going on for years, honestly years, genuinely decades actually, and it reached a point where, you know, other computer manufacturers, you know, followed the same pattern, where, you know, Windows PCs have been, you know, their default color has been white, or the monitors are like that, or at least where, I don't know, I haven't seen any of the new ones for like a few years, mostly because you no longer get a Microsoft computer, you get a computer done by like actual computer manufacturers. Well, I mean, I guess that even though like, you know, well, yeah. But yeah, anyways, the idea is like you get actual computer done by computer manufacturers. It's already fucking dying, holy shit. If it didn't fly away there, it would already be dead. Yeah. Holy shit, that's so ridiculous. This is going faster and faster, and I'm getting really worried about that. I think the frenzy is getting weak. Well, actually, the frenzy's disease is getting stronger and stronger, while the monster is getting weaker and weaker. That are afflicted by it. Ah, that would be actually 3 hunts done in the area. So that's nice. I can go wherever the fuck I want. If I complete all my weekly research things and like that early
Good
enough,
work. You're performing in top form today.
I actually am. I haven't even. Well, went down once on that fox boy. I mean, against that fox boy. But other than that, I've been actually doing quite well. Bird. I need one more bird. Is there more bird here? There is a more new bird. A new bird has been spotted. But yeah, so like the new controller looks fine. It looks perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's actually, it looks really clean. I'm not the biggest fan of, you know, the color white on my technological things. But I can absolutely respect it. Like, it's not a bad coloring scheme. Pattern's not bad. And, you know. Oh, that still hit me? I was really hoping that wouldn't. Well, doesn't matter. Oh, somebody tried to flash me. I'm sorry, but apparently it's too small for me to even see it. Oh, shrimp. Nice. What's saying? Yeah. Anyways, I'm really pleased with this. So this is the first game I've now played with this controller. Supposedly this should be a bit more battery efficient. I was really upset yesterday. Maybe a bit unreasonably, but I was also kind of tired. I've been honestly really, like... It's funny. I spend my days doing fucking nothing, but somehow I have also managed to get in a position where, like, I have something going on every day. And I'm realizing that that is actually slowly starting to, you know, tire me out. Okay, that also poisoned me. What the fuck? To some degree, I've probably to start thinking about actually hating myself a little bit, where I will take some time, like. Now, actually, I feel bad for, well, not having a job because I'm not studying, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just playing video games all day long, watching YouTube and anime and whatever. So I feel like a little bit of a girl failure, except the guy version of that. I don't know what that term means exactly, but it's a I mean that in the best possible intention. Yeah, somehow because of that, I'm also like overthinking myself a little. Like I've had 4 meetings I've taken part in. No, not 4. It's gotta be 4 meetings within a week that I'm gonna be taking part in. And like, while that's not that much, I mean, it would be more, like, I would be out and about a lot more if I had a job, which is something I'm actually trying to do. Which is also something that does take time, because I need to go through, you know, open places, and need to debate with myself as to why today is not the day for me to, you know, send an open application to a place that I know will not hire me, because they specifically don't have the information available, because they know that there's gonna be a lot of applicants, and they simply can't. This is awkward. I might die. Did not die, though. Can I get the healing going? Also, I'm gonna blast you on your head. It didn't stun them. Holy shit. Oh, well, I guess we'll do this first. Let me just get these. I kind of want the goodies. Shit, I'm really going all over the place today, huh? But yeah, so I'm just like, you were stunned? Oh, you were flashed. That's what it is. I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about the, yeah, I was just talking about the, controller, right? Yeah. It feels really nice. Like, it's the difference is astonishing. Because it's not only it's not as smooth as the old one is. Like 1,000 hours. First of all, I do game maybe a bit too much. But then again, you know, I've been able to manage my things rather fine over the years. And honestly, like, I had days when the only time I actually game is my stream hour, which is 3 hours, which is not a single hour. Which I know some people that's a lot of screen time, but nowadays, you know, most people get a lot more from just spending time online on social media. I think this absolutely beats me, you know. Sorry, I got confused about the sentence I just said. But yeah, I think this absolutely beats me, you know, just, oh fuck, whoa. Just doom scrolling for 6 hours a day. Now it's only 3 hours. I actually don't doom scroll that much. I do, at times, but not 3 hours. Maybe like an hour or so. Depending if I have anywhere to be, anywhere to go. I'm gonna spend the 4 hours, you know, beforehand. It depends how early it is. If I need to go somewhere in the morning, I'm gonna spend the first hour. Well, actually, most likely I will not be doom scrolling at all in the morning. So I'll have things to do. Get myself ready. Get myself mentally prepared. But the problem is if I have too much time before I need to go somewhere, that mental preparation, you know, phase, if that is more than 5 hours, I'll end up just doom scrolling for 4 of those hours, most likely. Where are the hitbox? Do I have any plants? I have nothing I can eat. Well, fuck my stamina, I guess. I can actually leave the area though, so that should be fine. I think this is 5, right? This would be 5. I think it would be fine. Yeah, so I will end up doom scrolling, you know, if I have if I need to go somewhere and I have time to kill beforehand, because I'm gonna be way too stressed out about, you know, getting myself. I'm sorry, Beetle. You know, I'm gonna steal your icicle. But yes, I'll just be a little too nervous, a little too worried, and I'll just be like, oh, well, I don't know what to like. Distinctive scratch marks? What are distinctive scratch marks? Oh, you're above me. Oh, okay. Man, I'll just be, you know, I occasionally will end up spending a lot of time just, you know, on Reddit, looking at whatever the fuck's wrong with the world now. If I have things to do. Oh yeah, so there's a Monster Hunter Champions USA Finals. I don't know what this is. So what is this? Talent's quest, which will feature as a quest for the finals of the... Only for limited time. Oh, sure. Mark of True King. Available September 17th to October 21st. Oh, that's almost a full month. It's actually a really long time. What the fuck? Oh, because it's 2 days. No, yeah, it's 3 weeks. The usual. The usual. Actually, no, that's not. I need event quest. The claws are out. September. Oh, so these are only 2 weeks. So I think the I'm afraid. So this one, the Shaguma thing is I think already out of rotation, which is unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate. I actually did it 4 times, I think, to make sure I got all the things. I need another fucking bird. Bird. Okay, where are my birds at? Where are all my homies? Or something like that. That's a super. I bet it's only 7. Damn it. Hey. I need to fish. And that's a brute wyverns. There's nothing here. Oh, wow. That's... Well, there's nothing here now, but there's gotta be quite the fucking... I've never seen a new Udra outside of the basin. I didn't even know that's possible. I should go there more often, I guess. I have no birds. There are no birds. But then again, it being the season of plenty in the forest, I actually probably want to go here, and I also want to see if I can fish. I need a spear tuna for my weeklies, or my fishies. I also need to get almond flies, so I'm mostly gonna be spend the rest of the stream in a in the forest. hunting occasional fox boys. And maybe like Yakuza if they come by. What was I saying again? I had something I was talking about, right? I think I was saying something. Well, I think I finished with the controller already, right? Yeah. Like, it's very nice. Oh, yeah, about the... Something about me and the time I spend, you know, watching stuff and like that. It might be too much, but also, like, I don't know. I don't really get headaches or anything like that, so I'm... Also, for that, I do have to say that probably one big improvement was I got new glasses, which actually have the blue light reduction thingy. Which were also really useful for a, no, they would have, well, they were really useful overall, because my, older glasses were kinda in a poor shape. Like, it's good to change your glasses often, I guess. 7 years is apparently a little too long of a break on that. Also, tuna?
Is that fish possible?
I don't see shit there. All I know is that there is shit there. That's just a one of the chunky fish. What are they called again? Gastronome tuna? No, tuna is a bit longer, I think. I think tuna's a bit longer. Well, let's keep going until I get the spirit. Oh, bird. That's so cool. The amount of detail in this game is actually just so good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got sidetracked again, so I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. Oh. And also I'm focusing on fishing. Oh, I fucked it up. Ow, that was not sideways? I thought it was sideways. Ah, well. Ah, fuck. One more mistake and I might fuck it up. Crank it. Cranking it real good. Cranking it so good right now, okay? Don't worry about it. Maybe I shouldn't tell my cat that. I should do it, right? I should do it. Yeah, here we go. Big lad.
Hold on. Let me
It's great travel-y. Travel-y. Ah. Yes, Tedmund. Very good.
review our findings?
Sure. Go ahead.
Not seeing any spare tuna, so... this is the place they spawn in, though, but I don't know if they're actually a rainy day spawn or not. There's something else still going on about, right? Nah, I'm sure it'll come back to me. I can start on another topic already. I'm kind of, you know, since I mentioned employment and like that, I'm sort of tempted to go into another rant about that. I did send another application today. I'm honestly just bombarding people with those. Well, not really. I could be doing a lot more, but
Yeah.
there's a limit to it. It's like I don't see the point in applying to things that are not really my field and things that, you know, are not maybe, you know, I don't really want to apply to things that are, you know, not the best fits for me either. Man, I'm doing something about it. I'm trying, and I know that, you know, other people are in the same position. So I'm not. not particularly. I'm not particularly upset about it, but like it's just the world situation is what it is.
Yeah.
And I know that like it's a lot worse things going on in the world than just me being unemployed. I'm well aware of that, but you know. But I guess that kind of ties to the whole doom scrolling thing. And it's like, it's so easy to, just like... It's so weird with a, America becoming a dictatorship, well, being a dictatorship or whatever, and, fascists gaining power over the world. There's, like, so much stuff to be worried about. And I know that many people are worried about, and like... And then there's a lot of people who are also like on the attitude, like, you can, take a break, just, don't worry about this. But then there's like there's a certain balance to that, where like, yeah, but these are also kinda, oh, there's something new spawn? There's also kind of the concept of like, well, I think it is important to be aware of these things and pay some attention as to what's going on. Oh shit. Once again, the turn that I was not expecting. So apparently, the fish is gotta be facing exactly the direction that it's got. The jump needs to be angled in accordance with the way it's facing when it starts. That's how I'm supposed to do it. Cranking it. Man, like, there's like currently there's like a large surge of content online that is like, now this is, once again, this is a problem. Oh, retailer stuff, that's what I was supposed to talk about. I'll go into that after this one. But like, there's a lot of content online that is currently aimed at the idea
Let me measure that one.
that you're to kind of distract you from all the bad things in the world. And like, yeah, I can absolutely see the idea. I can absolutely see the idea and intention and the benefits of that. I think that's good. I think it's good for everybody to occasionally just turn off from everything that's going on. Just kind of distance yourself a little bit. If you get too worked up about the news or like that, just, I don't know, just watch cat videos or something like that. I don't thankfully need to watch videos. I have 2 cats that I can just go stare at and wonder what the fuck goes on in their head, whenever I want. Is there birds here? Not yet. Birds here? That has a lot of Malaharas, actually. Birds? Bird? Bird? Wow, no bird, huh? Damn. Shame. If I leave the Chindahad be, I think it's gonna grow into larger, difficulty 9 Chindahad, and just a good day or two. So I honestly should just not worry with that. I'm a Stangler. But yeah, but like, there's a problem with the surge of content that is like meant to distract you. That's already what social media is to a large degree about. Regardless, it is. We currently live in a age of too much well, I guess people describe it as age of misinformation, which honestly, I'm not. What do you mean? A quest available? But the where? Which one? Give info. I has no quests. Well, shit. Okay. It's affecting local settlements. It left. Okay. Now something new is flying in. Based on the rewards, I would be saying maybe another Vatalos. Could be a Lagiacrus, because it's plenty. I mean, I'm currently waiting for a Yankotku to show up. God, a Yangaruga would be so nice though. Oh yeah, the new update's gonna be coming out soon, right? Well, I need to beat Silk Song before I can probably dedicate more time into this game again. Are you fucking god? Wait, was that there the whole time? It might have been. Oh, I guess I need to wait until something happens. I never paid attention to the whistling wind over there. But yeah, so about social media and distraction and like that. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted while talking about distraction, which is kind of ironic, but also that's just kind of me. There's like the this is this is naturally just basic. This is basic marketing 101, you know, stuff. Supply create or demand create supply. Since there's a lot of people who actively search for silly content that just, you know, is completely inconsequential and easy to consume, and, you know, kind of takes up enough. It takes enough of your, you know, like a attention span, so that, you know, it actually makes you think about it, but doesn't take any brain enough or even necessarily any brain power to actually, you know, to actually consume. It's it creates trends of a lot of people trying to replicate, or, you know, just creating this kind of stuff. And trends are just normal; those happen, and, you know, as much as I'm not like the other girls, our staff's not like the other girls. Actually, that's the important specification, because that gives an implication or indication to it. Or anyways, like, I'm not against trends, and it's kind of like, I mean, a trend is just something that gets popular. Things get popular. People are social creatures. We are desperate for creating trends, honestly. We need them. We crave for them. We worship them. We live by them. And then eventually they fade away, and then, you know, a new one comes along. And it doesn't make me or anybody else any more special of an individual by avoiding them, by thinking it's everyone's right to, you know, like, going blindly into things is very smart, but also like a, you know, everybody has the right to, you know, do whatever the fuck they want, as long as it's within reason and within, you know, their and other people's safety. Well, I don't know, I think that's a little bit of that's a kind of discussion, like, that had, in terms of that, there's a discussion to be had about how far do you need to actually care about your own safety, and are you actually, is there any, do you have any obligation to do that? Because I guess not really. It's your life, you can choose whatever the fuck you want. So, you know, like that's not to say that, you know, somebody should get offended by another person telling them to stay safe, or you know, be happy, or, you know, just be smart about things. It's a bit of a different thing to, you know, like, this is I guess that goes into a little bit of, it's a debate about both hedonism and just overall, how would I say, existential shit. Gosh, still no fucking, I need one more bird. Maybe I should, oh, this is gonna be fucking awful, but I really wanna, I wish to experience this. Please end me. What's my dragon defense right now? And fire defense. Oh fuck, those both might be quite low. Dragon's not bad. Fire is actually pretty fucking good. A dragon works well against both these guys, so I'm gonna go with these. These are probably my best weapons anyways. They're duking it out, holy shit. I don't spend enough time in the, what's this place called again? It's not Hollow Bastion, that's Kingdom Hearts. I'll remember it later on. Can't really see Arena, but, you know. Yeah, both of you yell. Both of you are very loud. Could you stop yelling, though? I can't believe it's not a difficulty 9 quest. Ow. 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 I actually don't know which one is more important. The Archwell or the Nudra to kill first. They're both same difficulty. No, Nudra is actually difficulty 6. So I definitely... Ow! What the fuck? You were coming for me? In many cases, I would be most happy about that. Speaking of coming, I don't know what's going on. All I know is I'm in danger. Sorry, I'm getting a little too focused on this time. I completely lost the plot of what I was talking about. Which I'm pretty sure nobody really cares about. So I don't know if I'm making sense to begin with. I just like rambling. So I will. And I don't know, social media is weird. How about you don't? Oh god, I'm just so happy being alive. So I would kind of prefer to keep that as such. Oh yeah, I was talking about the whole hedonism and like concept of like how far do you need to worry about a how far do you need to worry about your own, like, I think it's now this personally a very personal opinion of mine, but I like to imagine that, you know, it's one of the main things we should strive for as people in a society is, you know, respecting one another and, you know, making sure that we're doing no harm to anyone. But like the thing that so I had a discussion about this at like a relatively young age, not super young age, old enough to actually understand it, which was, but like, this was like teenager me, so most concepts in the world were quite mind-blowing, to be honest. But like, one of those things was the idea that like, having a discussion about like, how to live life. And now there's no, of course there's no like, one correct course of action in that regard. We all live our own lives and we live vastly different lives. But I remember like when you know the discussion started about this, one of the first things I said, like, yeah, I mean, you know, naturally, like I think it's just a pretty solid idea to live life in a way where, you know, wait, the Nudra's already fucking dying? What the fuck? How hard were you guys going at it while I was gone? Or before I got here? Like, I've literally barely touched the tentacles. And they're already, you know, at their limit. But yeah, so one of the things I remember saying was like a, well, actually, I think you know, no, I think the discussion started with the line of like, yeah, I mean, you know, you should strive to live life in a way where you're doing no harm to anybody else. And I think I added to that, like, yeah, or yourself. Now, the interesting part was, I was met with a, well, I mean, that's not necessarily the case. I think people are, like, that, you know, that's kind of up to the person to decide, you know, whether to live, you know, life in a way where they cause harm to themselves. And naturally, I'm not saying that, you know, self-harm and anything serious like that is naturally, you know, never recommended. But the idea is that, like, you can make life choices that are not necessarily, you know, always in your best interest. It's very easy to make life choices like that. But what I found so interesting about that was because I had never thought of it that way. I never thought of the fact that you could make a decision. That you could even think about making a decision that is not somehow most optimal or the best or the healthiest direction for yourself. And of course, like, making that kind of decision is very, you know, very easy to do. Like, simply, yeah, I think yesterday, while I was having my absolute, you know, some kind of a oh, it's dead already. Oh, fuck. Some kind of a mental dissolution from reality moment while playing a Elden Ring for a little too long for my own good. You know, a little too tired of a mindset. Oh shit, wait, whoa. I did not agree to this. And, like, I think one of the things, fuck. Yeah, I said that, like, I had gone out of my way to get myself, that, you know, I was really tired and I still, for some reason, insisted on going to store. And one of those reasons was because I actually really wanted to get something salty for myself to snack on. So I guess to some degree I might have been slightly malnourished, like I mentioned, and overall just kind of tired, and I just wanted something that, you know, makes me feel a little better. And now, snacking, unhealthy foods, and like that, those are generally considered to be, you know, they're a bad decision to, you know, consume things that are not healthy for you. But, like, it's also such a, to some degree, that is such a small thing. That you don't necessarily, first of all, I don't actively recognize that as like some kind of a, oh yeah, I'm doing harm to myself by snacking. Because also some level of a, oh shit, it's there as well. Wow, this was easy. Some degree of, you know, like, doing nice things for yourself, treat yourself, is also a form of self-maintenance. So I don't remember anymore where I'm exactly going with this, but I think one of my main ideas with this tangent is that, you know, like, it's really hard to sometimes make decisions that are like, it's hard to make decisions that are like the best for you. And I think, at least for me personally, I think it's sometimes really difficult to also make the distinction to understand what is the best thing for you. Like, what is it that, you know, should do in every scenario? And we're human and we make errors, and, you know, that's completely normal and that's completely fine and that's completely understandable. So we can't always make the right call. We can't always be 100% correct on everything we do. There are literally there are no young kutkuts, and there are no goddamn like Yakruses coming to the fucking forest. What the fuck? That's a little bit upsetting, actually. There would be Steve here. 50 minutes, I could do that. Now I should go, there is a little birdie in the, cliffs again, but I just can't, I had so many of them, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do it immediately, at least. I'm also switching weapons. I think now that my stick is not gonna immediately force me to move forwards, which actually, for some reason, that triggers a counter attack
Sure to use them.
in this game. If you're blocking and you move forward, you try to move forward, that initiates a counter attack. Also, I've been using this weapon for way too long. It's time I switch it up. Fuck. I guess I could go now. Actually, is water good against a Steve? No. Shit. Well, fuck. I mean, I could... you know, I could do it. Surely I'd win. I absolutely would win. I swear to God, this was not here before. This entrance was not here before. But I know it was. I know for a fact it was. It just feels like it wasn't. I'm lying to myself. Telling myself sweet true lies. No, they're not true lies. Because I know that they're false. But they're real lies, though. Real lies, real lies, real lies. I don't know what the original for that one is, but I have to say it surprised me none that, you know, Machine Head in their very first album was called that. Now the question is, am I done talking about the whole hedonism thing? And I don't know. But I don't think I have anything to add to that right now. Oh yeah, unblockable. Unavoidable chin move! Love that line. Oh, speaking of... well, shit. I was going on about this, like, an hour ago. But since I realized it, Ninja's X Party is releasing a new album, which is like a month from now. Actually, I think it's less than a month. I think it's 10th of October. Or something like that. Can we do Power Clash? No? Okay. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, they're doing a Under the Covers 4, or is it 5 already? And they've been releasing the music videos for those. They've been doing some really good quality, you know, videos. I mean, they've always made good quality videos. I think for the low budget videos that they did for the early stuff, they're very solid even nowadays. And once again, like, I just really like the humor in even some of the older ones. I mean, I don't think they have a single bad song. But their style has changed a lot over the years. Not for the worse, though. And I'm so happy that they, you know, get to make a song about dinosaurs, because I know that Danny just loves dinosaurs above all things. Which, honestly, I was asked about dinosaurs earlier this week. I didn't really have a lot to answer. I'm kind of sad that I have forgotten most dinosaurs. But also, I've never watched Jurassic Park. I've seen parts of it, the first one. I think I've seen the very end of it, and I've seen, like, the very start of it. But very start, in this case, you know, literally means... like... maybe like 10 minutes. Hey, Keg, you wanna heal me? No? Okay, that's fine. Did really take that? Oh, because of bugs. Boys. Oh, they make little screeches? Ow! Fuck you. Respectfully. And safely. So once you and the Azelgees get it on, you know, remember to use protection. We don't want to see the combination of those two monsters, you know, out and about. Well, at least, I mean, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself here. I don't want to see the combination of those two monsters out and about. Okay, I was gonna ask something really stupid, but I somehow had the mental restraint to not ask that. It's not like just one of those things that just pops up in my mind, and I'm like, I mean, I'm kind of curious about that, but also I know the answer already. I had no reasons to ask it. But also, do monsters use protection? Probably not, right? Oh fuck, we're already here? I do one more? No, fuck. Kinda wanted to get the Okay, this is bad. Might just be boned here. Yep, I'm boned here. Why would I? No, that's really not what I wanted. I want to put this one on. This is it. Well, I don't know, but it's my fucking frame rate for sure. Holy fuck. It still is like that. Oh, nice. What was I talking about again? I am. Protection. Not really essential for me. I don't want about that. But yeah, I was supposed to talk about retail stock. Yeah. So, now the reason why this is such a... Well, first of all, not only do I have personal interest in the matter, as a consumer and also as a business student. But retail sales, specifically, you know, gaming goods, is so fascinating to me because they're so bad at it. Like, unless you're buying from like a specialized store or a store that's specialized in technology, they don't know jack shit about anything. And like, I will say, like, I get that. I am making a comparison of, like, you know, specialization versus, you know, just like overall, like you know, wholesale retailers, like aka large chains and like that. And naturally, they don't need to. They don't need to be specialized. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's perfectly fine for them to not really know about things, but you would expect that they would know the absolute slightest amount of like pricing or products or branding or like that, but like, no, they don't. Like the controller that I bought, once again, I got it for 20 euros cheaper. Virtually 20 euros cheaper. I think actually it's probably only like 10 euros cheaper for the white one, but I think the white one's also is the cheapest of them all. But still, like, but this is like a newer version of the same one. I'm pretty sure it would be the same model from another, from like a bigger retail chain, and they would just be trying to sell it for, you know, like, they were trying to sell an old product that is outdated to the fucking maximum. At full price. When every other place, you know, sells it for a lot cheaper. Or it has simply just recalled the stocks because, like, it doesn't sell anymore because, you know, we have better options. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. So that also creates a problem of, like, these things are gonna see even less sale now because, well, it's overpriced, it's old, nobody wants it, and they don't know how to even market it properly. And like, once again, I understand why this happens. Because the people responsible for that, or these chains, don't care enough. But video games are a really big offender on this fact. Or, like, they're really big offenders when it comes to video games. In terms of doing this. Because they just, like... They can sell, like, this has always been a thing. Like, big retailers. Like, ones that, you know... Specifically, you know, like a, like the largest scales. Largest scale, retail stores and like that. They will literally have zero, like... They can sometimes sell a completely new game. Like, the fucking, the holiday sales comes by. You can occasionally find... How the fuck did that break? What are you doing, Steve?
Might be able to use them as a trap.
But yeah, like, there have been, over the years, there have been cases. Naturally, nowadays, not so much, because, you know, a lot of chains have also picked up on the fact that video games are now, you know, they're now selling at a higher price overall, so, you know, that's not really, that's not changing. But the idea is that there are occasions where games that are, by all means, you know, worth maybe 70 euros, or maybe like a special version that's like that they only have like a limited set on disc, and they would be like, I don't know, 80 euros or something like that. Some stores will sell them for like 40, or put them on sale for like 30. Because they don't understand the value at all. They just think that like, oh, all games are priced the same thing. But the problem comes from the fact that they also sell everything at the same price of like 50 or 60 euros. Nowadays, of course, now that, once again, now that gaming over the last few years has become a more popular of a hobby, and the sales have been going up. The actual, you know, sales, as in like reduced, you know, like a getting a game on sale, has become a lot more of a rare occurrence, because, you know, these retailers don't know how to actually price their products, so they're like, we'll just keep you at 70 euros. Yeah, it's FIFA, you know, 2022. It's not like crazy, you know, when the year it came out. Some reason we haven't sold a single copy in, you know, in 3 years. But, you know, it sold well when it came out, so it must be a good product, and it must be, you know, sold at, you know, 60 euros still. Well, I mean, that's of course a bit of a hyperbole, because, like, naturally a game that came out in a, I got hit by a fucking lightning strike, and it interrupted my heal. Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. But I think the main idea is instead, we absolutely have a case of, you know, people not knowing how to price games, and then either keeping them too high, or just, you know, keeping them too low, or giving them out for too low. And it's really confusing to see. But once again, I know that I, as a gamer, considering how many problems I've been having with the other end recently, not as in I wouldn't be using it, it's just that I don't understand the items. But more about that some other time, actually. That's more of a bizarre thing than, you know, bizarre thing than anything else. But I kindly remind to all the gamers out there, actually do take care of your, you know, personal hygiene. It's always good. But yeah, like as I was saying, like, I know I have more information about this, but like I'm like how to price the market prices for, you know, like for a lot of gaming and technology and like that. It's just really amusing when like it's only been, especially around here, it's only in the recent years have like some actual like electronic specified stores start to actually pay attention as to like how are gaming things priced. But that also is because of, you know, all products in the world are getting more and more expensive because of, you know, well, lack of supply, political pressure, whatever it is. God, that always hits me, huh? Like it's just really fun to see, like, even with like a specialization in the field, some places really get it wrong. I think my main point here, if I had one to begin with, was the fact that you would just think that when you start selling a product in your store, doesn't matter the size of your scale, the size of your, you know, chain, and like the broadness of your, you know, even if you're a grocery, even if you're primarily used as a grocery store, you know, location, I think you would think that you would pay enough attention to the item like you're, you know, putting on sale at your, you know, store, that you would at least find out like the proper, you know, like the proper pricing for it. And maybe look a little bit as to like, well, how's the market doing for that? How well are they selling now? How well are they, like, what kind of trends there are like that? It just feels like there's so much potential in that. Like a lot of stores are just really missing out on a lot of potential. And well, naturally, like, that's not really something for me to worry about. And once again, since I'm not affiliated with any organization, really, it matters fucking none to me for my life and like that. But it's just interesting to see these things. I think it's really interesting to think about these things, which once again kind of, you know, proves the fact that fuck, maybe I am a business student at heart, which is a terrible thing to find out about yourself. But like, well, I can't change who I am, I guess. Every time, that rock just never works. So I should maybe stop trying, honestly. But, sorry, I paused for a moment because I was like, oh, I want to see how well I can do this if I use the weapon attack instead of the knife stab. I think the heavy knife stab is more efficient than weapon attacks. The end result is about the same, but I think it's a bit more damage. Tiny bit more. Nah, actually could easily hit me. I didn't want to go for the jump down thingy because I was scared that it's gonna recover while I'm finishing the jump, and that would get me hit without a doubt. I kind of want to fight a Zoshia today with the power of my new controller, which is a really silly thing to say. So once again, I don't think it's that big of a difference. I mean, it feels like an enormous difference because I'm just really happy to actually finally have gotten the controller because I've been debating about it for so long, and melee effects have worn off. Well, fuck me, huh? I'm surprised. I should be dead. I absolutely should be dead after that one. Also, why did I get Belahara school all of a sudden? Who's giving me an unsolicited head? I can kill it. Well, he's not gonna die here. Not gonna die here, but he's gonna here die. I almost rolled in that one. That would have been really fucking bad. Oh, the Taliep's attacking. Good. Just remember, it kicks a lot when it's under duress. Okay, it's scaring them up. Also scaring me up. Okay, it's no longer angry, so it might be moving to a new area soon. Okay, hit it once more here. That might do it. I just need to move so that I can eat. And get the munchies on. Oh fuck. And it's kind of. I need to be really careful when it's attacking Keg. Because that is the most dangerous time for an agile monster. Or to be fighting an agile monster, because if it decides to attack Keg from a direction that is right next to me, the attack will be immediately hitting me, and I cannot avoid it unless I make like the most insane read of all time. Ah, Jesus Christ. Our voice is starting to fade. I don't know if I'll be having a full stream today, actually. Probably will. I'm having a great time, actually. I'm so happy I just played this instead of Elden Ring. I'm so, like... Once again, I know I'm a lazy bitch, you know, whatever, doing fucking nothing with my time, and... But, like, I walked around for 2 hours today. It was not the nicest weather, it was kind of cold. My pace was the only thing keeping me warm. I also really want to get a dino in Pokemon Go. Didn't fight it. 2 hours. Not a single side of it. I used 2 different kind of instances, no luck. Like, just absolutely impossible to find, apparently. So, I gave up. And not easily, but, you know, I gave up. Couldn't find him. Just no luck. I found Quillfish, I caught even a couple of them, but not in the wilds either, so that was... So I'm really confused of what the fuck are you supposed to do with the dino. For the collection challenge that has ended about 1.5 hours ago. Alright, you two. Break it up. I forgot to sharpen. Fuck. I was really supposed to sharpen, but I was so focused on Pokemon Go again. Oh, it's already weak. Well, I'm weak. That's a little close, if you ask me. I would kinda need a heal. Heal is the name of the game. Well, Monster Hunter Wilds is actually the real name of this game. But what I need to do right now is... That would have killed me, but it did not give me the prompt because it was aimed at Keg. Which I'm not saying that's a necessary thing to have. But I think it's the fact that I'm so used to getting a notification whenever I am at the risk of dying, that the fact that I can sometimes get hit by an attack that, you know, kills me, with the game giving me no warning of that, does feel a little rough. And like, I'm not against the feature at all. I honestly am not. Yeah, just hold on just a moment. Sorry, just... Oh, shit. But I think the consistency is the problem with that one. That, like, honestly, if you do get, like, if you get hit by an attack that, you know, that there's no indicator that you can die from an attack that is not aimed at you. I think you should either get an indicator if the monster does any attack that is at the risk that is high enough in damage to kill you on the moment, or they should just remove that feature overall. I personally find it like it's not too much hand holding, but it's one of those unnecessary hand holdings in my opinion. Especially because the game doesn't even specify that anyway. I don't remember other games having that. At least not Rise. Certainly not World. Though, well, I would have. I played 300 hours of World. I would have noticed that, right? Right? Probably. Oh, hey! I haven't seen one of you in a while! And apparently I'm not seeing one now either. I don't know how the fuck I didn't even, like, witness it for a moment.
Talk about unfriendly environments. I hope the weather relents soon.
Wakey, wakey! Knock you out like a lullaby. Weakness? Weakness! Weakness spotted! Yeah, as it's just a complete by the way. If I ever say anything that's like really funny or really cool or like that, feel free to, you know, ask me for a source, because I'm completely, brutally honest about it. That all jokes that I make are absolutely stolen from something. Like, absolutely. Every single line, every single word is stolen from something. And I will do my absolute best to, you know, source my material whenever needed. Now, I know I should, you know, I know I should do it every time I borrow someone else's work, but I'm also kind of, you know, like, kind of inclined not to, you know, just constantly be, you know, saying I from the English dictionary. Oxford, you know, finished the English dictionary by, you know, by J.R.R. Tolkien. Like, it's on page whatever. I'd rather not go to that degree, but I also completely understand if somebody really feels that it's necessary, because there is a lot of people stealing content online, and it sucks. It's honestly such a holy shit! I got a dissenter. It's honestly such a terrible thing that, you know, some people are being really creative and then, you know, their works get stolen. And then on the, funny enough, on the other side of the spectrum, there are some people who are not being creative and they just create AI slop, and then, you know, slop is such a weird word. I think it works perfectly with AI and like that kind of stuff, but you start using it too much and it really loses all its meaning. Like all things. Holy shit, the second set radio, so be guaranteed dissenter, but it's also not difficulty 9. The radar is also like, that is such a funny combination. There is the easiest monster in the on the area, and then there's literally the hardest monster in the area in the same quest. The this one. That's kind of funny. Which one is this one? Isabella. Oh, why? Arkwell, don't really care. No disrespect. Oh, the fucking bastard left. Now I'll just go. I'll beat off the bird again. But yeah, it's I do find it funny that, you know, a lot of reactionary content nowadays is about, you know, we do AI stuff. Which, honestly, is not, like, the worst thing ever. Because AI art is not real art. Like, I'm just saying. And I know I'm not the... And I know by no means am I the only one saying that. But I would absolutely argue that, you know, like, there's a good bit of people who just, you know, who make absolutely zero effort into, you know, something, creating something, and then, you know, somehow try to write it off as their own work. Because people are still terrible at recognizing AI art. But the problem with that is that some of it is getting way too good. Like, there is genuinely concerning, like, there's this subreddit. Well, actually, there's a lot of subreddits about this. And once again, I know the Redditor, yada yada yada. Shame on me, shame on my family, and shame on my cow or something like that, however that goes. Oh, so this is a water weapon? Not the best one, I guess, this one. But it does have bash, which is good. Oh yeah, I was supposed to hunt stuff. I still supposed to spend time in the forest, but I also did want to do all that. I'm just getting sidetracked all the time. This plane is not on its rails. I was so happy to remember that. I'm so happy playing Silk Song, because I really do like the Hollow Knight, you know, series. And it's such a fun, like it's such a fun game series. And I'm so happy I can say it's a series nowadays because there's 2 games of it. But I really love my time playing Hollow Knight, so, you know, it takes me back a little bit. It was like such a big thing for my streaming thingy. I mean, naturally, like, once again, when it comes to a audience, it's still about in the same spot. I mean, YouTube actually, once again, I'm so happy to see, you know, the occasional, you know, new subscriber or like that pop up, and then the views. Like, there are people who are actually really invested. Well, not really invested, but seem to be actually invested in my Silk Song series, and it's really, it's such a sweet thing, you know. Because I know I'm not the best player, not by a long shot. I'm not the most insightful. I don't know shit about the lore. Eric, get the fuck out of there. Like, the fact is, you know, there are people who, you know, see it to some degree, even to any degree, for it to be worth to check out my stuff. Even I don't care if I watch the whole video. Now, as for context, well, actually, never mind. I don't say that. But the idea is still, like, you know, it's such a nice one. And it's honestly way too kind already. Like, there is no reason for anyone to choose my content over all the hundreds of other people uploading Silk Song material. Thousands, probably, at this point. God, that's such a weird attack. Could you, like, stop doing that? No, just hit the head, please. Last time I was complaining about unsolicited head, but now I'm demanding head. Oh, picky bastard I am. Or, I don't know. Can I hit that? As the wound, not the bird. Well, I'm... Why do I keep collecting his sweat? I don't like that. What's it talking about again? Oh yeah, I didn't like that. And also, I guess, you know, Hollow Knight and, you know, all that YouTube stuff. Yeah, honestly, like, anybody checking this out on YouTube, you know, I hope you find some... hope you find peace in your life. Or whatever, you know, it is that drove you to, you know, watch this. If you are seeing this. But anyways, I think I was going on about AI stuff. Yeah, so it has reached a point where it's like really difficult to do. Even for me, it's actually there's some things. There, because the problematic thing is that there's subreddits specifically about it. No, Keg, no, I don't need to heal. No, 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 no. Oh, thank God. Subreddits dedicated for like, is this AI or not? And there's also like, well, there are subreddits in favor of AI art, and there's subreddits against AI art. There are fucking bizarre people on both sides, but I'm also not trying to be an enlightened centrist here. I actually have values, and I'm also not a fascist. I'm just saying that the massive use of AI art is absolutely a negative thing, and you know, there needs to be something has to happen about that, because it's just also, please no, the way things are done right now is just not good for online content and overall internet as a overall internet overall as a platform for, you know, anything. Internet bad. Something's never changed. Wait, this also triggers. So when the Gypseros fakes its death, that also qualifies as a hunt ending, so to say. Oh, that still hits me. Okay. And it drives off the monsters. Yikes, man. It's kind of rough. Well, anyways. No, 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 no! Never mind. Brr. Off they go. Alright, did not expect that. The fuck? It's really funny. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just so easy to spread, you know, misinformation, and also... It's also such a weird thing. Like, it's the type of people that push AI art. I'm kind of tempted, but also they just kind of fight one. I don't really want to go for another one. I have things I need to do here. I want to hunt I need to, first of all, I need to go back to forest. I need to see if I can find omen flies, or then a spiritunas. Actually, both. I will need to find both of them, but I know that omen flies also appear in Wyveria. I think. Possibly. Maybe. Sorry, by the way. I don't need to be drinking so much, especially when close to the microphone, but I kind of forget that my throat is getting really dry.
I heard from the others.
I'm sure you have, and I'm happy that you have. But yeah, like, there's so many. I could reorganize my entire fucking... I could. I absolutely should. Eventually.
Can I help you with anything?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I should also bring back a, Fuck, sorry. Alma. Yeah, Alma. Sorry. I've had Eric with me for so long that I already forgot her name. Oof. Okay, so run through here, search for omen flies. I know that there's I think there's one area here that has them. Specifically one area. It should be quite near to this way? Possibly? It's not my most... because that's where the jeweled beetles are. I think that also has them. And also the, what's the bird? Armstrigian is the, common version of it. There's a rarer version of it. No, are they only in Wyveria, actually? Fuck. They might actually only be in Wyveria. I should check that out. I do have a couple of them captured, so... I should maybe make sure that I get that right. Shit, I might actually be wrong on this. They might not... Well, they do reside in the forest in the world, so I don't know why they wouldn't be here. What's it saying? Yes, AI content, all that stuff. Like, I know that what I'm saying is absolutely no news to anyone, and... Is that... Gemma? No, that's, Warner. Hey, to you as well. Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now, if you don't mind. Tempered Misutsune.
It's a regal jewel scarab. Cover yourself
Oh,
in
right
100
here.
of these and you'll look like royalty.
Oh, I never had a regal jewel one? Oh! Oh my god. Oh, that was a find. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this should be the area, if I remember right, but I could be misremembering. And also, it could be the wrong season. Could be the wrong place. Could be the wrong time. And place. Wrong time and place. Himstergian? Himstergian! That's the one. That's the name. All the Amstergians. I mean, they're graceful as well. But I also kind of don't want to split them from their nest because bad things will happen. Though I don't know if this is a place where that can happen. No, I actually... Fuck, I'm not seeing any almond place, so I might as well go to where I know that there will be a... What fish is... Oh. You know what? I'll take that. Well, Barawana is pretty good. But yeah, I mean... Yeah, nothing I'm saying about AI is in any way new or revolutionary. Neither is AI actually itself. There was, however, like... I mean, once again, Reddit is a weird fucking place full of really fucking weird people, and, you know... To a large degree, I feel like it's just not worth, you know... Like... I use it because I've been using it for many years, and also I don't really... There's not really another social media platform that really works for me as well as it does, so it's kind of... devil you know kind of situation. God, I'm really, really vulnerable to devils, apparently. You know, something about, like, natural predators and prey, this doesn't make sense. And then you just ignore, you just hunted that thing, and you're just like, how about I just, you know, instead of eating this big, meaty, you know, what are those called again? I don't remember. Big, meaty, you know, defenseless, monster that's already dead, that I have killed. What if I just go hunt this absolute twig of a fucking hunter? I'm sorry, but that just kind of sounds a little dumb, in my opinion. Plus, I really want to hunt that Misutsune. I really want to hunt that Misutsune. Oh shit, yeah, Spiritunas. This should be a perfect time for that. Should be. I'm not sure. I know that, if I'm correct, they shouldn't be out and about on, I don't think it's sunny days. But I'm also not sure if this is the right kind of rain. It's not raining now either, so... They might show up later. But also no fish. So, problem. Well, there's a fish there. Little harpias. I love these things. Like, honestly, these are such cool, flying monsters. Or, like, small monsters, I guess. But, like, it's such a shame that they don't really have much of a role in this game. They just kind of are. Okay, big fish. Nah, fuck, it's these guys again. Maybe it's the area. Maybe, ooh, Bombarona. Nice. Maybe the tunas will spawn a bit further that way, further that way.
Fish sure is peculiar. I want to study it.
I'm sure you do, Eric.
Yeah.
Sushi fish. My stance is still that, you know, like, people are really weird about AI, as in, like, a lot of people are, like, super hostile towards it, but I completely understand why. But sometimes a lot of their arguments don't really make much sense to me. But then there's, like, people who are, like, super defensive about it, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like, it's such a wild, like, okay, honestly, like, it's such a wild idea to me that there's a subreddit called Defending AI Art. Like, and they're, like, they give, like, names. Wait, big fish, big fish, big fish with a thing on its back. That is a gastronome too, or a spear tuna, I think. And like, Reddit is apparently quite notorious with a people coming up with slurs for, you know, the weirdest of groups of people. Now I need you to, yeah, thank you. Like a and by this I mean there's a there's a bit older one. It's a bit of an older one already, but like there's like what is it, anti-dog subreddit? Like for people who really hate dogs. I don't remember what the actual name of the subreddit is, but like it's like it's like a we hate dogs, you know, or something like that. And which, by the way, like completely valid. Dogs are not for everyone, and I also understand how some people find them problematic. With like, there are some really careless and just outright bad dog owners out there. And also, I got my fucking fish, so I'm very happy about this. So I understand that there are people with, you know, sort of consensus about, you know, God, it's right there. Why do you tempt me with your tail? I'm strong, I can withstand it. I'm strong, I can look away. I'm strong, I can walk away. I'm strong, I can, you know, travel away. I'm strong and I can do this. I'm hunting it. I'm going after it. We're hunting fox right now. We're getting those fox parts. I'm also I have the worst weapon for this, probably. That has never stopped me before, and also it's not difficulty 9. It's only a okay, that almost broke the game. Very promising. Actually, let me eat this. I'm gonna need the stamina. But yeah, so the anti-dog subreddit, they call dog owners mutt nuts. And ironically, like it's like a popular term on that subreddit to refer to anybody that, you know, owns a dog or defends dogs as a mutt nut. It is actually the most insane thing. And now there's a similar thing for, you know, there's similar thing for people who are defending AI art. As in, like, the people that defend AI art or say that it's real art, have a slur for, you know, for people who are against AI art. I think there is something like antis. It's so clever because it's anti-AI, you know. Man, I'm so sad that I still haven't gotten the lesbian ant fucking scene in Silk Song. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. I mean, I'm only like 20 hours into the game, so, you know, understandably. Oh yeah, that hits. That hits like that. But but like they literally, these people literally come up with these terms and they treat them like they would be, they use them like slurs. And it is insane behavior in my opinion. Which really does not vouch well in terms of, you know, or in favor of people in favor of AI art. Once again, I would say that, like, art is the last thing you should use AI for. Literally the last thing. The only level that I accept it to any degree is a is for a coming up with either like brainstorming ideas, okay, like shapes or like that, maybe like how to trace, like tracing like a something like I can understand it for conceptualizing, because to some degree, like, because AI is all about building patterns, which is why it's really prominent in, you know, developing it like that. That is a big fucking, that is an enormous bubble, holy shit. And I think for that, it's perfectly fine. And also, like, fuck, we have game AIs, and, like, we have AIs in video games and like that, and, like, most computer programs have, like, some form of AI in them. It's just that the term AI in the recent years has taken such a drastic turn because, well, people started using, you know, AI chatbots specifically for evil, I would say, and because they became, you know, commercialized and open source. Like, it's such a funny thing. Like, normally, it's such a nice thing when technology becomes, you know, available to the public. But this is another example where people just cannot use it in a reasonable fashion. Or couldn't help themselves but to fucking ruin the whole thing. Like, it's... Like, people just should not be allowed... People... Now, I say that everybody deserves nice things from time to time. But there's so many people you just can't trust with those. It's insane. Anyways, my point being that, like, there's, like, AI is continuously becoming more and more of a problem online. And, like, I'm surprised that there are people, like, I understand people that use it for, like, monetary purposes. I don't agree with that, but I completely understand it. People are greedy as fuck. And also, there have been, like, you know, snake oil salesmen for as long as snakes and oils and men have been around. So, it doesn't surprise me one bit that we have, you know, a problem like this. With people, you know, trying to benefit, you know, getting online cloud or whatever, or even making false advertisements about their things and then trying to sell these items as real things to people who don't know better. Like, I completely understand that this is something that happens, and there will always be people despicable enough to, you know, do this. But it's just the fact that it's such a wide range of, it's like, there's so much of that stuff. It's like, that's the thing that makes it really insane to me, because, like, why aren't there, like, what's the appeal for just normal people on Facebook to, you know, make a, I don't know, show two pandas fucking or whatever, to promote some idea. Like, okay, yes, it's always about promoting something. Promoting either your own, you know, content, promoting your own ideologies, or like that. It's, I can't believe that we're at the point where, you know, like, politicians are using AI to, you know, push their agendas. Like, I'm just saying that should be a big fucking red flag for anyone. That anybody in any sort of position of power considers that as a valid thing to do. But I will say, though, it is most amusing that an official White House post used the caricature, you know, J.D. Vance, you know, face in one of their posts, because that image is what is mostly associated with the name. So, that is really funny to me. That's pretty much the only funny thing in this, you know, topic right now anyway, so this is the worst silver lining of all time, but maybe I should just be happy that there's a silver lining to begin with, even though this really isn't a silver lining at all. I think it's more concerning that the literal White House is, you know, posting AI content to begin with, but, you know, once again, What's the point of talking about politics when I'm uninformed and uneducated and it's not exactly... I'm not American, so it's not, maybe it's not that relevant for me, yada yada yada. But I'm still saying that people should be more concerned about these things. They are. And I'm absolutely aware of just how conservative law people are. And I did just earlier, like an hour ago, say that, you know, like, for some people it probably is not a bad idea to actually take some time off and not be as concerned. Also, damn. That hit hard. That's so good, actually. Wait, that's actually so good. I need to use that more in monster hunting cases. Yeah, once again, I'm looping around in my topics again, which is something I do a lot, actually. But like, things are pretty fucking messed up right now, and that's the fact that the fact that that's something that comes to me during my tangents, you know, this consistently is quite telling. Not that I'm some kind of a, you know, modern day Nostradamus or something like that, who's predicted the end of all humanity. Because you don't need to be a Nostradamus to predict that. We all know that, you know, we're gonna find some way to fuck that up. But, well, for the time being, you know, should enjoy the little things in life as well. Oh, damn. Thank you, Eric. Shit, that would have killed me. Maybe I should have. A little bubble. A little bubble that good. Oh, fuck, mate. Holy fuck, that actually still followed me. That bubble could actually hit and kill me. Oh, well, thanks, Keg. Well, that's not the most useful thing right now, but thank you anyways. Alright, off we go. After it. After it. Holy fuck! Wait, that was 100 hit? Not the most I could probably do with a single hit, but it's pretty good, actually. Oh fuck, I just remember I had completely disregarded the whole, the second one. Completely disregarded the whole Smash or Pass list. I've been kind of busy recently. I should get around to doing that. I still don't know how, though, so, you know, that's problematic. I don't, as in, like, I don't know how I want to do it, and I don't know how I should do it. But I'll do it eventually. And also, I kinda eventually, this is... I do want to do the tail tier list for Monster Hunter. But I don't probably want to do that for World just yet. For Wilds just yet, because we don't have that many monsters whose tail you can cut off. We have like maybe 20. Which is good amount, but like World would have so much more. And that was where I initially had the idea. Like I had the idea before I even knew Wilds was a thing. Or going to be a thing. Once again, I'm gonna die here. Specifically in this nest. That biting move is always so dangerous. I think the reason why I'm always at the risk of dying here is because it's such a narrow space. It's a very narrow space, and the bubbles, like, the Mizutsune doesn't have as much space to jump back and forth. So the bubbles come a lot closer than than normally. Now also I should not be surprised that the bubbles come so hard, you know, considering how hard it's blowing them. I absolutely did not need to make that joke, but I felt like it was, you know, at this point warranted. I haven't made this blowing bubbles joke in at least a week, I think. Actually, that's wrong. I think I made one while playing Silk Song, just like the other day. It would have been a week ago. No, it's start of the week. That's when I went to hell. Went to hell and came back. Didn't get the tail. Unlucky. They're pretty good though, I would argue. I should also see how many. Second Mizutsune would be kind of nice. There it is. That's the Jinder heart that grew up. It's the Jinder heart that could. How much time is on that? 50 minutes. I'm going to die, probably. I've had such a good run today, and I still have a few things I need to do, but whenever this shows up, I feel like I'm kind of obligated to do it because it's a really cool fight. What's my second weapon? It's the new drop switch axe. I'll use that one.
Besides you who could see this one through.
Now, I consider you only seem to know like 4 people total. Okay, you probably know more. Honestly, I should put some name on the. I should put some I should put some respect on the name of Eric. That man knows his stuff. Okay, I got the combo off. That's good. I was kind of worried I wasn't. Ah, this is bad. This is good. I like how I said that I probably won't be going on for too long anymore. I don't even gonna have a full stream, and I'm currently on a, you know, this absolutely is seeming like I would be having a full stream of this. Okay, bad move by me. Bad moves, bears. I'm having so much fun with this game, though. It's gotta turn around. It's gotta run at me again. Thank God that tail doesn't hit me. Like, honestly, I find it so much more fun than Elden Ring. I do like Elden Ring, by all means. It's just, it's one of those games, like, since, like I said, I'm quite tired today. I was actually really, when I got home, I was so exhausted. I've been going around for hours not eating anything, which, once again, I know, bad idea. Should not do that. Not as consistently as I've been doing that, at least. I was just, like, so tired. And, so I was kind of like, I don't know, do I want to even have a stream today? But I was like, I have the new controller, I kind of want... Like, I didn't feel like I needed to. I absolutely don't ever feel like I need to have streams. I'm doing this, once again, as a hobby. So, and I'm absolutely intending to keep it that way. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Wait, that actually did not freeze me. I should put the bind immunity while I'm fighting this guy. That would help me a lot, actually. Fortunately, I'm out of healing on my mantle. I don't understand how the mantle works, honestly. Or, like, I understand it, as it, like, it heals me. Duh. But, like... I don't know what defines the, when is it usable for healing, and why isn't it sometimes usable for healing? Fuck me. Or, like, even when it has bar left. Sub-bar performance. Haha. Feel free to ignore me. I mean, if you have the stream on, I don't... First of all... Interesting decision. Maybe you do deserve to, you know, hear these things. Maybe I should be less apologetic about what I say. And be more accusative of... not accusative, but more accusing of, you know, the people actually listening to them. Nah, I don't have the heart for that. After all, I'm a stern believer of everything that's wrong is my fault, and everything that's right is just, you know, because I got lucky, or, you know, somebody else did it. True story, by the way. Not healthy, apparently. Or so I've been told. Me using the word stern is, by the way, really funny, because I personally don't think that I have ever been stern in my whole life. Except to cats, maybe, and I guess pets overall. And sometimes you need to have a little bit of a... well, not attitude, but you need to have, like, a little bit of a, they need to actually know that, like, you're serious about what you're saying. Like today, when the Mr. Paws was, you know, eating, trying to eat my cord. I had, like, he kept doing that. I had just been playing with him for, like, a good while as well. I was like, I'm sorry, cat, but I don't know what you want. I fed you guys. I made sure that all your, you know, water bowls are full, and I was just playing with you, and he still kept on insisting on trying to bite my cords. So I just kind of had to be firm with it and tell him, like, no. I need you to leave. Sir, I'm gonna need you to leave right now. I'm shocked. Shooketh, I tell ya. Oh, touching from Sil would offer me a meal. Too bad I'm gonna be stuck in a hunt for the next 40 minutes. Well, actually, there's a good chance I will get to that. Wait, fuck. That might kill me. Oh, the follow-up to that might kill me. Well, now if it doesn't hit me. Normally I don't die to things that don't hit me. That has happened before. Okay, that was absolutely worth it. I was kind of worried that that was gonna fail. But I think that was good enough. Speaking of fail, though. I've been talking about myself a lot. So that's not a new topic to stream at all. Haha. Haha, I have such good self-esteem. I don't know where the fuck that came from. I feel like it came a bit too much from the heart. I should maybe be a bit more worried about that one. Aha. I have done what is virtually playing the air guitar on you. I have brought you to your knees. How are we still here? Just to suffer? Oh, that's so I have never seen that happen before. Where it lifts his fat ass, you know, just in time. It's not fat, it's very slim, actually. And I think that was really disrespectful. There's always way too much focus on weight in this society. I absolutely agree with that, you know. Like, I understand there are health benefits to it, and I'm also not saying that, you know, we should be making decisions that, you know, well, this... Wow, I'm really just looping back around to the same topics over and over again in this stream, huh? In 2 weeks? Hell yeah. That is absolutely not time for me to, you know, get at least halfway through with Silk Song.
I'll take the opportunity to add them to the sacred pouch.
Are you finally leaving? I need you to leave. Wait, fuck. I needed that health. No. Nah, I'm fine. Am I just not doing any damage to it? Why is it not leaving? It should be out of here already. Oh, fuck. Instead of it leaving, more came. That would have probably killed me, actually. No, don't do that. Ah, no. Oh, fuck. Do you, like, I don't know. No way I dodged that. That should have been a kill. Like, I had no right living through that. I was ready to forfeit my right to live. Only Unbridled Slash. I'm not crazy. Oh, okay, I wasn't crazy. For once. It was supposed to leave. I don't know why it didn't. Like, is this actually... Am I doing that little damage? But I'm breaking so many wounds. Also, I'm sorry, little bug boy, but I need to slurp you up. Slurp. Slurp. Jesus. Fucking Christ. Ah, man. Ow. Well, fuck me. Oh, it's out of ice powers. Speaking of powers, I already had this, you know, in my mind for a moment. Like, I don't know, some 50 minutes ago. So I don't read a lot of comics. I'm also not particularly big superhero fan. I have watched a good bit of movies, but somehow it's just, especially in the last few years, it just, I think with the oversaturated market, I kind of just ran off. I fell off that wagon. Also, like, you know, Disney Plus is, well, expensive, and Disney is a questionable, you know, company. All that jazz. And kind of, they well, actually, I would have, I mean, DC stuff, I guess, would be something that, you know, you could relatively ethically consume. I don't actually know for a fact, and I'm not that big on, like, I don't pay that much attention as to the things I consume, but I'm, like, you know, anyways. But so something funny that, well, since superheroes are a big thing online, though, and especially on Reddit, there's a lot of, you know, like, DC and Marvel fanboys, and then there's circle jerks about those, where, you know, people that kind of understand just how silly some people are about these topics, you know, they'll make fun of the people that are super into these things. And once again, nothing wrong with being super into things, but, like, when you make a little, when you take it a bit too far, then I would say there's nothing wrong with that. All in moderation, or something like that. But the, did I not sharpen my weapon at all? I sworn I did. I could have forgotten though. So apparently there's one funny thing I read about was the fact that, like, the Flash is supposedly the fastest superhero in, at least in DC Comics. That's bad. Actually, might be good. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, no, nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm just right next to it. As I figured. God, if only I had a bit better angle on that one. So the Flash is supposedly the fastest man alive. Or some shit like that. But apparently a lot of the comics... Now, I could be wrong on this. But this is just such a funny idea to me. A lot of the comics apparently are themed around the idea of the enemy being faster than Flash, which is what makes it challenging and makes, you know, like, oh, he can't defeat them because he's not fast enough for it. Which honestly, like, to me, that is funny. That is funny because of the idea, like, oh, that completely undermines the character's, like, own specialty in favor of a creating, like, a chance for, you know, to give them, like, give them a chance to struggle. Which is, which, you know, coincidentally is also the idea of a Batman vs Superman just being a terrible idea to begin with. Never watched any of the movies or read any of the comics, so I don't know how it's actually done in practice. I've heard good things about it though, like, but then again, a lot of these, well, comic fans for some reason just are really eager to like any comic of their, you know, favorite heroes and like that. So, you know, it could be a little biased on that front, if the internet ever could do such a thing. That's so sad. But it's just such a, like, I do have to agree with a lot of people that I've, you know, heard about online talk about this. Why, like, that Superman versus Batman vs Superman is, you know, flawed concept from the get-go, because everybody knows that Superman's gonna win that if they were to go, you know, hand on hand, or I was gonna say hand in hand, and I was like, well, I mean, I'm not against that, but like a little lewd, but you know, maybe inappropriate for, you know. But like, but like the problem is that, like, yeah, like, we're talking about a guy who's, you know, bulletproof, has laser vision and can fly and whatnot, going up against a rich dude with a BDSM costume. So like. So I wonder who's at a disadvantage on that one. But like, but simultaneously, a second problem that this creates is the fact that you also always need to have, like, because of the how unfair the power scaling on this matter is. What are you doing? Oh, it's exhausted. You'll see this a whole lot on Ginger House actually. But like, with just how unfair the whole scenario is to begin with, you're always forced to make it so that Superman loses. Batman figures out a way to, you know, win the fight, or somehow come out on top. Otherwise, it's just... like, everybody loves an underdog story, and then this even furthermore has the problem of, like, the fuck are you telling this story for? If, you know, Batman were to lose. Like, it's so obvious that it would not make a good story if Batman loses, unless it's like a, you know, comical or something like that. But it also would not. It's really at the risk of being a good story even if Batman wins, because it's like it goes against, you know, logic. So that's just kind of funny to me. But also, I'm once again hearing that I've noticed that I have absolutely zero. I apparently am operating at zero filter right now, so you know, I think it's about time I'm gonna call it quits soon. But I don't know. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. But I don't want to go too late though. Man, I was so excited today to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wake up early, I'm gonna have my schedule all done. I slept in. And I was a little, well, I wasn't I wasn't badly late, but I was a little late to, you know, my things. Not that it matters, it wasn't anything important like that, so like, that operates on like, whenever you get to it. But I had a schedule for myself and I failed. I had disappointed myself. Yet again. Fuck, that did not blow. Me, as a drug dealer, when my client does not want to buy cocaine. Fuck, that did not blow. Let me. I'm fine. Who doesn't love good murder? Dude, being get out. I'm fine. Don't worry, Keg. I'm all good. I might not be all good. I'm out of fucking things. I'm freezing my ass over here. Oh, actually, quite literally, apparently. Where's my drinks? There, my drinks. My heels there. Don't do this to me. I could have a family. Almost there, I think. I hope. Did they make Jinja hard harder? To fight, I mean. Let me at it. No! My tail! Like, it just seems a lot more durable. I normally kill it in 20 minutes. That could be my weapon as well. I normally use a dragon type, and those, oh my god. The Zoshia weapons are just kind of stronger than anything else in this game right now. I'm really hoping we get, well, something that rivals them, first of all. I also understand why they're the strongest one right now, because we don't have Elder Dragons yet, so... Okay. Wait, that still kills me? Holy fuck. Once again, I absolutely wish, and I really hope we're gonna get Elder Dragon soon, but like, I feel like I've been going on about that a little too much. I think every time I play this game, all I do is just say, like, when Elder? Where Elder? Where Lunastra? You know, I actually, despite having very little experience in that kind of games, but I did play a good bit of the fuck, what's it called? The Orc game. So I do have to agree, like, I mean, hey, if it works, you know, if it works, it ain't stupid. If it helps you, you know, deal with your aggression. Some older games are great, some not so great. But you know, I think it's always nice returning to. I actually, I've been meaning to hook up my PlayStation 2. I happen to have it available to myself. I'm dead. I should maybe put, I don't know, boot up maybe some Lego games or like that. Or then some of the Jack and... Actually, Jack and Daxters would be the best ones. So I think I should have all... Well, I don't have all of them, but I could get all of them. Oh, absolutely. Lego Indiana Jones was honestly such a... so surprisingly good Lego game. They honestly rivaled the Lego Star Wars. And I am a big Star Wars fan. Yeah, exactly. I think I should have all... I think I have all 4 Jack games. And then, you know, a backup copy of something that I don't remember what that is. Oh, well, you know, that actually makes sense. That explains the murder part. Oh, shit. Actually, I need to hate this one. Oh, fuck. I should have really gone that one. I have actually also considered a installing some of my sister's Star Staples games. That she, for some reason, has no longer had any use for in a good while. Because I remember actually, I remember liking them actually because the writing in those is actually pretty good. But the problem is that those discs are about 20 years old at this point, and they are all quantified as viruses, according to Windows. And I don't know what would happen if I actually tried to install that old software. And I kind of don't want to risk that either. But there's like so many older games that I feel like thinking, it would be nice to just like try something. And well, PlayStation would be the easiest one, definitely. And like the Jack games are definitely, or Jack and Daxter are definitely something that I would be very eager to, you know, boot up, because I don't know if I beat all of them. Oh yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. And I know that technically they are safe by all means, but like, it's still, I don't, holy shit, my health bar is gone. But also, like, I really don't want to have a discussion with Windows as to, like, why are you installing this? Like, stop. So I might just, you know, skip out on that. Oh, he's tired. But like, I need to see if I... Oh fuck, my meal for a second. I need to see... I should have all Lego games available. I do have a couple on my Steam account as well. I once bought the new Lego Star Wars things. Yeah, I don't think I ever beat X. I think that's one of the... I'm not sure about first one. I know I beat second one. I know I beat third one. I mean, that's... Honestly, that was one of the, like... When they started remastering all their games, I think one of the biggest things, absolutely biggest things, was the fact that we finally got to see the Spyro secret level, Spyro 3 secret level. Because that was broken on all of the original, you know, discs. Or all original, you know, version of the game. I got an extra glowing stone? That's kinda neato. Well, these are not that neato. 7's good. Full guard, though! Geologist and Counter-Strike. Actually, kinda good. Light range, water resistance, thermal resistance, water resistance, constitution, sim research. But I do remember... Yeah, because I would love to play... I would actually love to play Final Fantasy. I would love to... Like, that is a franchise that I would love to play. Like, anything that's not 14. Like, my friend loves Final Fantasy 14. He has, like... I don't know how many hundreds of hours in that game. And it has been playing for years. It has been recommended to me a lot. But MMOs are something I just can't get into. It doesn't fucking matter what kind of an MMO it is. It just, I can't get into it. I might, like, the startup process is painful for me. The continuation process is painful for me. The middle part of the game is, like, fine. Once you actually get in the rhythm of the game, it's fine. Endgame grind is fucking awful. And I just... can't be arsed. I literally cannot be arsed, you know, spend enough time to properly learn how to play MMOs. So that's for that reason alone, I simply cannot get into Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, I mean, I remember, like, Jak 2 was such a change in pace. And Jak 3 was, I think Jak 3 was like, I don't know, is the proper term aura farming kind of thing? Where you kind of, like, everything was kind of insane. It was really difficult. Well, actually, it was heavily driving. It's driving heavy. So, relatively at least. There's a lot of vehicles in that one. But then I guess it was in 2. But, like, I remember it took me a while to kind of get the hang of 3. 2 was something that I was like, holy shit, this is, like, amazing. Like, it is such an edgy game as well that it's really crazy. The first Jak and Daxter's game was like, it was fine, but I think the problem I had with that one was the fact that it was a little too simple in a way, where it was just, you know, or not simple in a way that it was too easy to play. I think it was the fact that, to me, always gave the vibes of a little too generic adventure game. I have played a lot of that kind of one, so that's why it took me a while to get into the series to begin with. But then I think I played Jak 2 and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then I played Jak 1, or Jak and Daxter 1, and after that I played a 3. And I know it took me a long time to beat 3. But like, I do have very fond memories of those. I need to go here, actually. I'm already here. Great! That was easy. I need to get the Omen Fly. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I don't hold that against... I actually don't hold that against the game at all. It's just that since when I first time played that game, I had no context as to what the, like, I didn't know anything about it, and, why is there a coin here? But also, like, I had played so many things, and I have played a lot of games that were like that, and, like, I get it. Most likely, well, I don't think it was one of the first ones, but it was definitely in that. Oh shit, wait. Wow, that guy's large. Actually, how large is that?
Don't forget to grab what that monster dropped.
It's Gold Crown. I finally got the achievement. I finally got the achievement. Oh my god. Violence! But yeah, like Final Fantasy is a series I really want to play something of. Like some of the actual, the classic games. I never had the newest one I had was the Final Fantasy third. No, but the oldest one I had is like Final Fantasy X, I think, the original one, and then also the girl boss version of that. Which I think is 10X or whatever is it called.
Target sighted. Proceed to hunt the monster at will.
At Will? Where's Will? Is Will in danger? But like the problem is I started Final Fantasy X multiple times. But the goddamn disc got stuck on the same 4 cutscenes every time. I once spent hours playing it with my friend. I mean, he had already played the game through once or twice even, and he on a disc with that was functional. But we would always get stuck at the same cutscene with a flower swinging in the wind. It's just a shot of a flower going back and forth after a really emotional scene, I guess, if I remember right. But it would just get stuck, so we couldn't continue then. We had to try multiple times. It literally took hours to get forward from that. And then, in the very next scene of the game, it gets stuck on another cutscene with Tidus just laughing over and over and over and over and over again. Which, honestly, is a really funny timing for it. Because that laughter, I know, is iconic. I still remember his face. Oh, fuck. I didn't know you have a move like that. And, so I would love to, play those, but unfortunately, I don't think I own a copy that would function of that game, so I probably will never be able to play Final Fantasy X unless I buy one of them. I guess I could get it on Steam for like $10, I guess, or maybe even 4 if I get it during a sale. So it really is not a situation of me never being having access to it. It's more like I don't know if I'm ever gonna bother having access to it. It's a different thing to, go out of my way to, start, like, I would love to do it on a console, specifically, because of the fact that, nostalgia and that kind of stuff. Hey, yeah, I can hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Sorry, there's a bunch of Rathmas in the way. Yeah, so but I could probably beat the, I think I would be able to beat the, girl boss version. Because I know that my sister played that, and beat it even. But then again, for Final Fantasy X, the most important thing is to, of course, play Bliss Ball. And that works, so I guess I have nothing to complain about. With whichever version I might be playing. That is, after all, the whole game. Ah, fuck. Kinda wanted to get the full release on that. Would you mind hitting the... Ooh, hell yeah. you're angry. I understand. Oh yeah, here comes a big blast. No, not yet. Kaboom. 1,000 damage. That's actually pretty good. Holy shit. Oh, there's a tempered Gormagala here, actually. Damn. That explodes, right? Yeah, it explodes. Explodies. Okay, good shit. And gang. Well, I go gang it. There's no difference between catching and slaying a, gold crowns, I think. Yeah, I might as well just kill it. Gormagala's right fucking there. For real with this shit? Why is it so close to the habitation? So I'm not gonna get fucking complaints about the villagers turning against each other due to their frenzy poison, even though it doesn't work on people, but they just want to really convenient excuse to, you know, punch, you know, each other, I guess. I don't know, I was gonna go over a whole, you know, story about that, but I kind of realized I kind of don't have enough character names that I should start using right now, because I don't want to use the same ones. Like, Jerry is such a generic bitch boy name that, you know, no disrespect to anybody called Jerry. It's a perfectly valid name, but, you know, in fiction, it unfortunately gets a bad rep. I also don't know if Jerry is a real name or not. I'm guessing yes. Close. Yeah, agree. No. This guy's so fucking large, though. Holy shit. Get back here. No, you don't. Fuck, they do. The fuck they do. Oh, shit. Oh, hey there. Hey there, stranger. How do you do, neighborino? That's a terrible Flanders impression. Like, I can't do the voice, of course. Like, I don't have the voice to do voices, but it's the... I couldn't even have the intonation right. Or the tonation. Or the intonation. Sleepy. Time to die! Okay, now I feel kind of bad. Maybe I should capture it. I'm just gonna... You know, I'm gonna be fair. gonna show the slightest bit of mercy. Some die was never given. Okay, just find the almond fly and...
A splendid job, as always.
So that would be Gold Crown now, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gold Crown. Hell yeah. That is large, though. It's very large, actually. The big lad is big. More at 11. You don't look so healthy. I shouldn't ask. Sorry, that really insensitive of me to ask that or say that. Like, of course you're not healthy. You're riddled with disease. You have quite literally gotten down with the sickness. Tough Guardian Bone, nice. I didn't know you could get those from just picking up shit. But you kind of need to, you know. Wait, what are these? What are those? Petal flies. Oh, I'm not even. Oh. I'm actually not high yet. Catch more shit still. Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Pretty sure there should be almond plants here somewhere. But they specifically look at it here. I don't know. It's Wyvern's Tranquility right now, so it should be good season for it as well. It is when the nature is at its peak. This is peak. Why can't I collect? What? What? Nah, sorry fellas, not interested right now. Honestly, this guy might be scaring off all the omen flies. Because you don't need omen flies to tell you that something bad is gonna happen. You already have that thing. Giving a very clear indicator that something bad is happening. I still wish that you could see the... I mean, it looks gorgeous in this environment. So I'm absolutely fine with, you know, sitting here. But I wish it would be in larger... I wish you could see in other places too. Like, all around the world. Maybe once we get the elders, when they're gonna be wandering around and grazing through these, you know, grazing through the plains and... Also, who the fuck's after me? You? No, couldn't be you. You guys are potentially at risk here. I wonder how this is gonna play out. I know, Eric. This looks bad, but this is for an experiment. Now, while they're actually climbing up this hill, I'm just gonna make sure that no, it's not endemic life, right? Should be that's petal fly. Well, petal fly is kind of a big indicator there will be almond flies here. Almond fly. They are in forest and Wyverian. Why? How did this happen? Ah, fuck it. You have a wound on your head, you know? I don't mean to alarm you. Release slash. I love this. It's such a cool attack. I love it. It brings me so much joy. Oh yeah, that charges that. I'm a simple man. I see a big glass and I'm happy. I'd love to get that wound up your neck. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Fuck, no, I need that. But I don't know why I'm killing this. I guess I just am now. Oh, hey there, buddy. Didn't expect to see you here. Yeah, this is slightly concerning. Oh, God! Yeah, that's more than slightly. Most concerning. I apparently arrived at their mealtime. They are not happy. Never mind, they just don't care. Actually, that looks an awful lot like caring to me. Oh. Damn. I didn't expect the Guardians to be the ones. Your food's already gone. Also, what the fuck was that? Oh, it's one of those. Dead, unfortunately. I really would rather not have this. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have this after all. Yeah, it's happening. That is a difficulty 9, Seregios. It touches me, I'm dead. Well, not necessarily that easily, but I just kind of would like to not do that right now, so this guy just kind of came in my way, and I feel really rude of interrupting them, or stopping the hunt. Well, seemingly they don't have the same concerns for this fight. Apparently I'm not worth their fucking time. Can I believe this guy? Crazy. Sir, you're really encroaching on my personal space right now. Fuck, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, Harker from Sucha was over me as well. I just had it. I played the entire 3 hours of not getting a single meal offer. And now in the span of 20 minutes, I get 2? Did not expect to witness a flying Dushakuma. I guess first time for everything. that hit me? Oh, damn. Well, damn. There we go, it wasn't even difficult. Well, now the, Zhu can actually... Sorry, for a moment I completely forgot what that guy's name is. I can't believe it happened. Zhu can have a nice meal and not hurt any living things. This is how I should treat this environment. Just feed its largest predator easy meals where it's completely uncontested. I'm sure that will have no repercussions at all on any of the creatures living in the nearby area. Also, where the fuck is this almond fly? I know there should be at least some here. It's probably just a location that's pretty wrong for me. I'm just not paying enough attention as to where my surroundings actually are. Or maybe they are lower into the, yeah, further down the road. It should absolutely be the right season as well. It is still Wyvern's Tranquility. Then again, if I'm not seeing any here, I might just go to forest, have a quick run there, and then if I'm not finding anything, then I'm just gonna call it a day. It's not that big of a deal. I can still do this tomorrow, off stream, and I've been anyone's been going on for a while, and honestly, once again, I'm kind of tired, and I didn't watch the episode down yesterday, so wrong flies. Those are not even flies. I mean, they are flying things, so I'm not going into that debate. It's just because it flies doesn't make it a fly. And why is there a light there? Oh, because my hut. Wherever it was the woodwoods called the tents. Trying to remember what the. Ah, you've come here looking at, you know. It's like a cat looking at the food out the food dispenser. Yeah, that's the thing. It goes around it and be like, I know it's gonna feed me soon. I know something's gonna come out of it soon and feed me, but like, it just got away apparently. But I'm starving. I feel like I could not, like. First of all, I don't think I would be in any position to possess such a... What the fuck is going on with these flash flies? Those are not looking healthy. Actually, just to, you know, ease off their burden a little. Yeah, something was going on with them. Holy shit. Well, like, I think not only am I not able to probably acquire such technology, but I would probably rather not. Get the cats a food dispenser. Like, I know that it's like you set the timing to it and it will feed them on the time and they will get the food when they, you know, want it. But I'm sure that they would just break it. They would find a way in a fucking heartbeat to get access to all the food inside. There's actually no doubt about that. I mean, the Saragios would be still here, but it would be 9, difficulty 9, but I probably is less than 20 minutes, or it's probably 20 minutes on the timer, and I don't think I kill it in that time. And I also kind of don't want to. I just want to fight the almond fly. I'm pretty sure they don't even spawn this far into the area, so I might want to start a.
Investigations call for a mix of prudence and daring.
Probably need to get the fuck out of here. Why, that's not even 9, huh? Well, shame. There'll be a meal there, but I kind of just... I just got this meal and I don't need to get it right now. It's a Misutsune here, but I've hunted so many today already. Like, I know I could do it in like 3 hours, not 3 hours, in like 15 minutes maybe, but I've only been streaming for over 3 hours, and I kind of think it's about time for me to quit. Let me just check that I got everything else, actually. Oh, the... fuck, oh, the new event quest, though. Ah, shit, actually, I'll do that one. Well, I mean, come on. A gorgeous beast. Is there something wrong about admiring them? No more Mr. Ice Guy, and the clothes are out. I don't remember seeing decorations and special equipment. Okay, I kind of... Also, what the fuck? There's so many? Decorations for this one as well. Interesting. There was no notification about this. Absolutely. I am so hyped for another week of things and stuff happening and positivity and joy. Since it is Sunday, my dudes, and that means it's the end of a week. I don't know, was that around the...
Commencing the quest.
Whatever, I don't know. I don't know if that was the
We've received supplies.
right vibe,
Be
but...
sure to use them.
That's why I went with... Alright, Doggo boy. Let's get that anger out of you. Please stop running from me. Don't run from me. Don't run from me. He's tempered, actually. Ow. Oh yeah, that blows up. That blows the fuck up, actually. Oh, I flew up a second time. Yeah. I think water should be good into this. Though I'm not sure about the Ebony Doggeron. It's been a while since I fought one of these. They're not really difficult in this game, though. I don't know, is it because the excessive number of them that I fought in World, or is it the fact that they're also, like... You're kinda introduced to them at a point where... they're no longer that much of a threat. I might die here, though, actually. I'm not playing that well. So I just want to know what the decoration, the thing that you get out of this one is actually. Like, the equipment, so... God damn it, I almost have full stream of no bots, and then you just have to show up at the last... Son of a bitch. I hope your Waluigi is proud. Because I sure am not. Damn it. No. Oh, well-tempered monsters here. Interesting. Maybe I should take that meal off her. It's been already 40 minutes. This one. If it's still available after this one. I actually don't know if there's any point in me doing the... Like, it's seeming like I'm not getting the Omen Fly now, so I'll just do the... I'll do the event quests off stream, but like they're anyways... Not like there's a whole lot to those. It's just hunting a Seregios and hunting a what was the other thing again? I already forgot. Oh yeah, goddamn Langonga. Which really is not that impressive of a target even. Nothing wrong with them, of course, but just in the grand scheme of things, they're like kind of lame compared to all the cool difficulty 9 monsters that you hunt, like a Misutsune, another Misutsune, a Misutsune, a Lagiacruz if one would ever fucking spawn as the Regios, a Misutsune, Grey Dao, Misutsune, maybe one day even a, no, actually I found a couple of difficulty 9 Gormagalas. Might die here. Very likely. Another's dying. On the road to death right now. I'm really scared of it shooting me with something behind them. Yep. Oh shit. Now actually, if those event quests weren't there last week, that means that they should still have a full week left. They're normally for a 2 weeks total. So I should be absolutely fine on them, even if I don't do them all right now. Like this week. I'll just leave them for next one. Because they are new. I know, I played a week ago, and they weren't there. Power clash with this thing. Can I try to be the alpha? Two of us. Am I born to be a bottom? Seems I'm born to be a bottom. Well, damn.
Performing in top form today.
How will I ever recover? Oh, nice! A gem.
Don't forget to grab it.
It's alright, Eric. I'm leaving this place. I'm leaving this realm. I don't need to grab those things. Yay! Wow, that's actually... Toe Bean ticket? What the fuck is this? Also, I have like 40 new titles again. I should check those one day. I'll do that on stream, because I had this feeling I might have the Fox Boy. First of all, I might have the Ratian Lover, and I might have the I don't remember what the Foxboy one was, or it's the one Misutsune one was that I was supposed to work towards. But I'm pretty sure I'm quite far on those. But anyways, Gemma, what the fuck is Toe Bean's gear, and how do
What are we making today?
actually have that here, because I'm guessing that it's either a headpiece or it's a leg piece. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Toe bean mittens. Also, rarity 7 gear. Wait, these are actually good. They give full bombardier and full item prolonger. These are actually really strong. It's silly as all shit, but you know, like, it's... I love this.
You know where to
Yeah, I'm
find
definitely
me.
gonna do a couple of those, event quests. Oh, man.
Well, what can
And
I
they're
do
gone
for you?
anyways. And they're also soon to be gone. Oh, wow, Nuptuna. I'll do a quick run around the forest like I was supposed to, but then if I don't find the almond plants now, then that's it. I'm gonna call it quits on the stream. I had actually a great time playing this game again. Even on stream, I think this had a good bit of, you know, things to do, and I had a great time, and I don't know. It's such a fun game. And once again, I am really happy I played this today, again. I think, especially since the last event, I've kind of had this game be a bit like, it feels a little bit of a chore to, you know, try to keep up with all the event quests and like that. But then, on one hand, there's a lot to play, but on the other, there's like nothing that interesting to show on stream. So it's but it's really nice for just a relaxing stream. So I think this is kind of what I needed, anyways. So I'm very content with this stream. As unhinged as I was, again. But that's just kind of... That's just who I am. What I am. Where I am. I also know that there should be almond... this is actually a pretty good timing for almond plants to show up, because it is it's a downpour, so there's a lot of risks afoot. And big feet. No, I can't hear you. Sorry, Werner. Oh, I'm sorry. I seem to be too far away. I can't. They're normally here. They're not here. Shit. This is the almond fly zone. One could call it the Ohm zone. The Ohm zone layer. This guy. Oh, there's a lot of Stygians. Holy shit. Sorry, I did not mean to interfere with your shenanigans. Just keep being you, I guess. We should all strive to be Stygians. Small birds, but still, you know, fucks up dragons. Or resilient to dragons, at least. Which, honestly, does have a lot of implications. So if I were to make a weapon... Well, first of all, I don't want to make a weapon out of Stygians because those things are adorable. But if I would just... I don't know... train one to be like a... like an attack Stygian. Could I take on an Elder Dragon with that? So I think the answer is the answer could surprise you. Nah, I'm not seeing any almond flies here. I think this is a futile quest of mine. But I could also be in a completely wrong zone and I wouldn't have the slightest of clue what I'm doing wrong. So I think I've gone past this thing already twice now, and somehow they haven't appeared here. I do kind of wish there was an advice on how to, you know, find... Well, then again, I guess the idea is that when you're catching the things, you should pay attention as to where you find them and what timing you find them. But I'm not smart enough to do that, so naturally I have not been paying attention as to, like, when have I encountered the almond flies here. I know I have encountered some, but, like, I don't know the time of day or the environmental significance or whatnot. So that's why I'm kind of on the lost side of things. But I'll find them eventually. I'll probably find some too. I'll do that off stream tomorrow. So my voice is actually starting to feel a little weak. I have a whole bunch of Silk Song to scream at, so, you know, I need to be conscious of that. Speaking of conscious, indeed. Got be a lot to scream about. Yeah, no luck. No luck, no luck. tuna. Yeah, no luck. It's all good though. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no deals. No deals. Don't ever make a deal with the devil. Werner's not the devil, but Werner is probably even more picky about the terms of a contract than the devil would be. I made it a third time and I'm still not seeing any. Huh. Weird how going around the same area in a very short amount of short span of time does not help you find new things. Whack, as one could say. As Donald would say. Donald would know where to find omen flies.
It's a regal jewel scatter.
Holy shit, that's a lot of...
Been 100 of these and people look like royalty.
Oh my god! Another one? I found just the first one today, but my god. Well, this isn't a complete waste. There's something good out of here. But yeah, no. I don't know where to look for almond flies. I don't know what I'm doing wrong finding them, and I'll probably need to look. It could be that it's, they're not nighttime only, but I think it's, probably wrong season. Oh yeah, I completed that thing. I might as well claim it. How's it going? Coins. Yeah, I'll do these tomorrow. Get all these done. Now I'll try to find the almond fly. And I'll do the, I'll get the toe beans. Probably won't craft them, but I mean, I have the option to actually do this. That's enough for today. I'm honestly, my voice is starting to fade. It's going, and almost gone. So anyways, this was most fun. I'm actually quit at the hub. I like leaving in the hub because the oh wait, this meal is still available? Well, I might as well. But yeah. I'm very pleased with today's stream. I'm very pleased with the controller. It feels so smooth. Just like, well actually no, it feels not so smooth, unlike my brain. So, you know, it's good because it's not worn and it's new and, you know, functional. Did not give me any trouble today. Which honestly, I mean, it didn't give much trouble in Monster Hunter to begin with, the other one, but it just the occasional, you know, it just fucks up my counters and like that, so... This is new. I don't remember seeing soup before, but that could be because I haven't eaten this food with Eric too much. Soup. Some good soup.
Our thanks to the creature that gave its life for us.
I also had to change Keg's outfit because I realized that he's been rocking that, you know, Ufduna gear for the longest of time. And maybe it's time I switch that. Also, Poogie. I drool shroom. Hell yeah, I'm rich. I'm rich, I tell you, rich. Also, yeah, Wounded Hollow, no Hollow Bastion. Yeah, sorry, it's completely fucking forgot that name. But anyways, yeah, that's enough for today. Thank you all for coming to my... It's not a TED talk, but there's a TED, and I talk, so... I don't know what that qualifies as. But anyways, it was fun. Some Silk Song tomorrow, and I hope everybody has a good start of the week. It's always important to start weeks, I guess. Eventually, I'll see how I start mine, but I'll start it off by waking up at least, which is a solid start in my opinion. But anyways, bye, sis.